EDUB. I'm with my friend Geoff Geikie. I'll tell you what, we got a super exciting day and adventure today. We're going to be heading up where we are. We're at the Lighthouse Pub. We're going to be heading up Sechelt Inlet, and we're going to take a right onto Narrows Inlet. And just before you get to where the inlet narrows, where the rapids are, on the left-hand side, I know that there was a gold mine up there years ago. I've looked around on Google Earth. I think I see where the tailings are. I've been there years before. I found mine posts with the stakes on it from the miners where they stake the post and stake their claim. The other interesting thing we're going to look at is an old cabin up there where I think maybe the miners lived at one time. And there's another interesting story. We'll tell you about it when we get there. The other thing is there's grapevines along the shoreline and crabapple trees. So we're going to be looking at all that, and it's going to be a fun day, so hold on. We're getting out of here. Let's go. Okay, it looks like Jeff's got the boat ready. What do you think, Jeff? We ready to go?
We're ready to go.
Right on. Let's rock and roll, bro.
Rock and roll. Just coming up a 9 mile. That's 9 miles way over there. So we zoom in a little bit. And that is the entrance to Sechelt Inlet. We're going up one more inlet. We're going to be going under some power lines up here, then taking a right and heading up Narrows Inlet. We'll stop just at the Narrows, right at the rapids. Maybe the rapids will be running. That'd be interesting.
Wow. Okay, we've traveled for, I don't know, like 30, 40 minutes up Sechelt Inlet. We're just coming up to just before Narrows Inlet, and this is where the power lines come. It's a Cheekeye-Dunsmuir power line. It comes out from a lake up on your way to Whistler called Daisy Lake. And it comes all the way across the inlet here, goes up over the mountain, and then it'll head over to Vancouver Island underwater. So there it is. We're just going a little bit farther up there and taking a right. So hang on, it's going to be fun. Okay, we're just starting to head up Narrows Inlet. It's quite smoky up there from those fires in Oregon. But it's nice and warm, nice and calm. We're going to head over the shoreline, follow the shoreline right up to Narrows Inlet. We'll be looking for other sort of signs of mining or cabins or whatnot. Okay, this is Narrows Inlet right here. We're going to be marching up the side of this mountain right here. We're going to be looking for an old gold mine from about 100 years ago. We're going to be going ashore right over here, and we're going to be showing you a cool old cabin. We're going to tell you a little history about it. And then we're going to walk the shoreline, because down this one there's some grapevines and crabapple trees and whatnot. So we're just going to scope it out. We're trying to try and find the target I located through Google Earth. We'll go ashore, and then we'll make a plan from there and probably start a little hike. Looks like it'll take about an hour to get up there. Hopefully we'll find the trail. You ready for all this, Jeff? Right on, bro. Okay, this is Narrows Inlet. This will rip through here like a river at times. Now see, they bring giant log booms through here. The tugs. Inlet goes up in under another 30 or 40 minutes. Great big valleys. Really impressive. It's not Jervis Inlet, but it's pretty darn close. Wow, what an amazing day. Sun's just starting to come up over the mountains over there. That's looking towards Salmon Inlet. And we're going to head out of the Narrows Inlet again, go ashore, and start making a plan to hike up the mountain. Hopefully we'll find the trail.
Here we are in Narrows Inlet, just before the Zuni Narrows. Ernie's panning for metal on the beach.
I'm actually metal detecting.
Metal detecting. As you can see, it's somewhat hazy today, but a nice, sunny, warm day nonetheless. And here's Ernie. Oh, I think he found something.
Hear that?
Yeah, I think he's got something. Let's see what he found. It's under that leaf.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. You find it? Okay. It's in there. Oh.
Oh, you know, this is a bullet. Check it out.
Oh, wow. So somebody must have been here shooting.
I guess.
Oh, wow.
Whatever, it's not a chunk of coal.
But cold, but yeah, nonetheless, but we know the metal detector is working, which is a good thing.
True. And you know, like, these look like kind of tailings on the beach here that have come down the mountain from a gold mine, possibly. So we thought we'd mess around with this. But quickly, I just want to talk about the shoreline really quickly here at Narrows. And like Jeff said, we're just before Narrows, the Narrows that goes up to the Zuni River. But one of the ways that you know that maybe someone has lived here, or there might have been a homestead or a mining camp or a logging camp, is sometimes you'll see something that's unusual that doesn't fit in the bush that you're around. And I can tell you right now, if you look up here, you'll see that there's vines growing up this tree. It's actually really cool. It's like a V-shaped vine. But there's vines all through this area. And those vines aren't naturally here. Those are vines that someone has brought here when they lived here, and they've kind of got wild and they're taking over all the trees. But what's actually really cool about this Narrows Inlet Bay is along the shoreline, and we're going to go look at this in a second, is there's grapes that are growing, and some of them are ready and they taste delicious. We're going to show you them. There's some crabapple trees along here that have lots of crab apples on them. That's a natural tree, the crabapple trees. And there's some other berries and stuff. I don't know if they're you can eat them or not, but we're going to go and take a look at them. So we're going to walk down the shoreline, and I'll tell you what, it's going to be cool. And then we're going to head up the mountain and look for that gold mine. Okay, just making my way up. I don't know what this is, like beach grass, eelgrass, I'm not sure. But I'm going to march over here. There's a bundle of grapes. I can go over there yet. And like I said, whoever lived here brought these grapes and planted them, and they're doing well. They're all through here, nice clumps. There's a little clump of grapes right there. I'll bring them over so you can take a look. And they're delicious. A little pit in the middle, but absolutely perfect right now. October 3rd today. 2nd. Delicious. I want to show you this is a tree up here. This is a crabapple tree. And that's a natural tree that actually belongs here. We'll try and get up there somehow and get some apples. But before we do that, I just want to quickly show you these berries. And I don't know what these berries are all about. They don't look like birds eat them, so I don't think I'd eat them. Oh, look at all this amazing vine that's coming over and trying to kill these trees off right at the shoreline. So yeah, we're at Narrows Inlet, right at the bay, just before the inlet. And Jeff and me are about to start heading up the mountain. You got the metal detector there? Yeah, okay, good. We find the mine shaft. We got a flashlight, and we're gonna head up through there and hopefully find a cabin on the way. So let's march on, man. It's gonna be fun. Okay, just came up from the beach and found this, it's a survey marker. I don't think it's a mine one. It might be just like marking it off as a survey for a park or something. Because typically for a mine, it'll be up like on a 4x4 post, you'll find the tags on that. And that's exactly what I did find somewhere in the bush here years ago. 4x4 post with a bunch of tags on it. Okay, this is exciting. We've actually found where the original cabin is. Just up here, Jeff. Well, it's where the cabin was, but you'll see where the stove and there's some concrete work. We'll probably do a little metal detecting around here. But I'll bring you over and just show you where the stove was. Stove used to be right on this concrete right here. Concrete foundation. Still covered in vines, and whoever built this cabin, I suspect, brought the grapes up and all these vines that are taking over the neighborhood. Interesting spot about, or fact about this cabin here was, I believe it was built probably for the mining, the activity that happened above us. But after the miners moved out in the 70s, 60s and 70s, we had a lot of Vietnam draft dodgers, and they came up to BC, all through Canada. And one of them came and lived in this very cabin as he escaped from the States, so he didn't have to go to Vietnam and fight. When he left, the government came in and burnt this cabin down. And in fact, all the old logging camps and mining towns throughout all of Canada, if they were not occupied, were to be either moved, destroyed, or burnt down to stop the Vietnam draft dodgers from living in them.
welcome to live anywhere they wanted. They just don't want them living in these old derelict buildings. So I think we're going to head up here. Hopefully there's a trail up here. It'll take us to the mine site. It's going to be a heck of a hike. Let's do it. Oh, okay, unreal, yeah. We've been hiking here for just over an hour. We've covered a lot of the area. We've gone, we're not sure the elevation, quite high, and we're cutting across. We're trying to find tailings around, hopefully to run into some tailings, and then we'd snoop up on them. So far, no good. We're starting to run out of daylight, so we're starting to head down the mountain. Super steep. We're heading down there. Got to get down to the beach. Get the boat in the ocean because it's probably the tide's gone out, and then head for the lighthouse pub in Sechelt. So, that's what we're doing. We're heading down. I'm going to meet up with Jeff. He's just over here to the right. We're heading down to the beach. Well, I can tell you this is actually kind of exciting. This is what is a creek bed. It'd be running if there had been raining. End of the summer, not a lot of rain, but that would probably normally run like a little creek. That's the second one. I just came across the first one just over here. So I know that when I was doing my Google Earth search, that it looked like it was a bit of a creek bed tailing area, and that's what this is looking like. But I go in between the two creeks, I'm finding rocks and boulders. And the creek that was over here to my left now, there's actually lots of interesting rusty rock and stuff that looked like it came out of a mine as ore that was not taken. So that's exciting. We're not going to get up there, but I think next time we'll just head right up these creek beds and see what we can find. We'll do some more research on Google Earth, and we'll have to come back another day. So I'm heading my way down this second creek bed down to the ocean, and then I'll have a really good bearing of where this one comes out according to Google Earth. So that's what we're doing, heading down. Okay, this is that other creek bed. It's the first one I actually came across. This is the one that had all the really neat, interesting rusty colored rock. And I bet you if you were to get in there and do a little panning in some of that, some like little waterfall-y areas, you might find some gold. And it looks like these two creek beds might actually join each other as we go down. So we're heading down the water. Let's go. Oh, so cool, man. I think I found there's like metal. What is that thing? Oh, cool. Oh, it's like an old hammer. Oh, that's an old fro. It's for cutting shake blocks for your cabin. That is so cool. And that's probably what they hammered it with, was with that thing. So splitting shakes. See if there's anything else down in this hole. Big hole I fell into, and I found a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, there's like pipes and weird. I'll dig around here for a bit, see what else we can find. That's a couple cool artifacts right there. Amazing. Okay, well, we're just about to leave, but I thought I'd tell you this really cool thing going on here. There's this cable. I guess it got kind of cut into this big old maple tree. It's thrown right into it. And I'm going to use it to climb up here. It's a giant old maple tree. It's pretty cool. Like I said, the thing grew right into it. So, anyhow, I hope you enjoyed our adventure. We didn't find the gold mine. We found some other cool things. We found some cabin, found some artifacts. Definitely found the creek where I suspect the tunnel is. And next time we get up here, we'll just head through the creek and just go straight up and hopefully get to the target area. But it was still interesting looking at all the other stuff. Those grapes are amazing. We're going to get a couple of apples before we leave. But it's time to head out. Got about an hour of darkness before darkness. So anyhow, Jeff, what a gas, man. We'll do it again soon. All right, now this is EDUB, Geoff Geeikie. We're heading home. We'll see you on our next adventure.
Hee-haw, hee-haw.